Welcome to part 1 for my guide on AP Shaco, the video part. Part that doesn't suck, because apparently I suck at writing, like the actual writing part of the guides, but that's okay, whatever. This is AP Shaco for the walls. He's not carry, he's not tank, he's not that great, but he'll make you laugh. It's the moral of the story. Start out with runes, cooldown reduction glyphs, magic mana regen for level seals, magic pen points, magic pen marks. Those are what you're gonna want. A lot of cooldown reduction. These are one of the goals in our build on Shaco is CDR, more boxes in a faster amount of time. Masteries is 9021. Once again, taking points in the cooldown reduction. It's pretty common sense which ones to go into. I don't go into the 4% mana and utility, but as long as you get 21 points in you should be fine. Alright, the match is starting. I hope you enjoyed the mirror. Felt like hearing 100 breakdowns in the same song while I was playing this game, so you guys are just gonna have to fucking deal with it. And that's my awesome Shaco skin, by the way. Most of the time I lane as the AP Shaco. I don't really jungle with him. Because I guess you could jungle with AP Shaco, but I prefer to lane. Because the reason I play AP Shaco is I want to watch people run into my boxes and die. I don't want to kill creeps, you know. And plus he sucks at farming anyways. I mean, the entire point of playing AP Shaco is to kill people. And in some sort of attempt to make him mad. And in this game I actually do make Jarva mad. He gets mad that I run away from him all the time, but you know what, that's how you play AP Shaco. You're not like some fucking 1v1 god of EPS where you can just auto attack people to death. You gotta fucking tag people and bait them harder than shit. I'm just starting to lay down my boxes. Just in case we do get fucked up, I space these boxes out a little bit in case for level 1, if it happens to turn on us and it looks like I'm going to die, then I can get like 2 fairs out of them, you know? Because this Mokai I'm with is a solo queue, and to be quite honest with you, he's back. My whole team hated him. He ended up going on, so that's irrelevant to what I'm teaching you guys. And like, see, for example, he just walked out into the lane towards the creeps, and he dragged the creeps towards my boxes. Like, he propped them, he aggroed them, and when you turn, they set off one of my boxes. So you gotta be careful with that. That's why when you set your boxes down, try to set them as close to the wall as you can. Like, I fucked up that first box, and that's why I went out. One of the things about AP Shaco is you have a place which is safe, and that is the bush. You are safe in the bush. It's nice to have that, a nice little place that's good. So I run out in the lane and fucking auto attack J4, you know. See if I can get him to get greedy at the low level, but I'm not really sure. You know, I'm kind of, like I said, I don't know my laning partner, so I don't exactly trust him, because once again he is a solo queue, and if you're laning with a solo queue, don't play aggressive by no means at all. I mean, it's not a good idea. Ideally, who you would want as a laning partner when you're playing AP Shaco would be Blitzcrank. A good Blitzcrank, you can actually land the grabs and pull them into your boxes. I can't tell you how many games I've gotten first blood with that lane and just went on the race. I mean, one night me and my friend played it in 3s, and we got first blood like 10 games in a row and made like something like 8 or 9 people rage quit with that combination. But he was a really good Blitzcrank, and they kept falling for the trap. Chances are people aren't going to fall for your traps. I mean, honestly, straight up. So the way you're gonna have to do this to get kills with it, like you can see right here. Since finally takes the bait and I get the kill, which was done with him because I'm close to full life. Most of the time people aren't going to do that. You know, like that Jarvan, who's actually smart, he must have seen an AP shaco before. I don't know. But most of the time, when you do get your kills, it's going to be when you have like 100 or 200 HP left and they're greedy enough to chase you through the boxes. And that's why I don't really build survivability on shaco. It's because I have protection from the boxes, pretty much is what it comes down to. And like I said, that's how you're going to get your kills most of the time. Is you're going to get people to overextend while you're low on life to try to kill you, and you're going to run through your boxes. It's important to stand behind your boxes, like see Mokai, who's being a fucking idiot, and standing right up in front of my boxes. I mean, this dude had like 181, so I'm not even sure if he's ever seen an AP shaco before, much less collaborated with one enough to do good in a lane. Like, he's bad. Sorry to say it, but it's true. So I'm keeping a steady supply on boxes. You know, so in case you want those as a place to run to. Be careful when you're playing against certain heroes. They can fuck you over pretty hard. Mordekaiser, you can just run in and siphon of destruction your boxes and they're done for. Mordekaiser is a good counter to AP shaco. So is Morgana. Morgana just goes down tormented soil. Your boxes are done. If Gangplank ults anywhere near your boxes, they're done. So yeah, AoE is what's gonna counter your boxes hard, because AoE will hit stuff shit, you know. And the last figure out my Mokai, still standing in front of my boxes, like he's gonna root them or something. Like what a fucking dumbass, dude. Honestly, that's not what you want to do. See how I'm standing behind my boxes right now? That's what you want to do, stand behind your boxes, keep them close to the wall. I should probably show up without the boxes and talk about some. Anyways, Exhaust and Flash are good choices for summoner spells on shaco. You have a couple different escape spells. Exhaust is almost mandatory. Like you get the enhanced exhaust mastery, which I love, and it's good for your boxes. See, right here Mokai is gonna die. Why? Because he stood in front of my boxes and got stunned like a dumbass. Stand behind the boxes. It's not rocket science. I try to get the kill on that Jarvan, just barely don't get it. I think right after this he tries to spam me. Oh, why are you on AP shaco? Because that's how he's played. Run shaco. Talking shit while you make it away with fucking 50 HP. Crisis. I mean, only pros do that, right? Anyways, as I counter troll him, you know, don't pay any attention to the dialogue. Good starting items. I start with Thorns in this game. AP Tome is good. Mana Crystal is also good. If you feel like you got some balls, I think. See, I just made a bad mistake right there. I face checked the push. And Moo nearly kills me for that. So I'm gonna go back to base. I'm gonna pick up my Boots of Lucidity. If you have the cooldown reduction per level glyphs or cooldown reduction concussion shoes, I recommend getting Sorcerer's shoes. But I don't have that luxury. I have flat cooldown reduction glyphs and I don't have cooldown reduction concussion shoes. So I'm gonna get Boots of Lucidity. They're, either way, both pairs of boots are good for him. So I'm going to come back to the lane. We got Janna in the lane because my Mokai is getting owned. Misfortune apparently is getting owned in mid. Their shaco decided to go mid with and go Blood Razor. If you're, I don't know why the enemy shaco did that, honestly, but please, you guys, never learn if you're a Blood Razor as a jungler, or especially in mid. Their team was all melee though then again. So I'm leaving my lane now. It's level 6. I forgot to get my ult. I wasn't paying attention. When someone runs through your box, you want to deceive out and try to wait it out until your fair wears off to come out deceive. If you use any of your abilities while in stealth, it will ruin it. So the other shaco tries to come up, but it's just not working for him. I just out-shacoed him. And that was a Blood Razor shaco. He just, he got kited around my box. Misfortune helped me out quite a bit right there. They both died. So you want to be creative about where you set your boxes. So, like a lot early game, I had him in that bush. The reason for that being is it keeps your lane pushed up. If your lane's pushed up, then their tower's going to take more damage. You can push their tower sooner. Also, most people aren't as good at last hitting creeps when the creeps are under their tower. Tower tends to take a lot of last hits from people. So they get denied creep kills and their tower goes down faster. Your tower stays up, so that's one reason I do that. It keeps them from overextending, or pushing the lane, I should say. But try not to keep your boxes in the same bush. I should, like I said, I should probably shut up about the boxes, but that's if you should, it's all about the boxes. Here I am making a sad attempt at farming. The enemy shaco tries to gank me, but I've got my setup. He's gonna die out here. I got the kill. Unfortunately, it was 3v1. He was not the only